Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please give this video a thumbs up to help the channel grow. Click the bell icon at the top of the page to get notified when I post a new video. Universal Channeling. Channeling the conscious universe for the new world consciousness. Light seems to travel. It is another illusion caused by wave motion. By Angel V. Ornedo Jr. Wednesday, March 15, 10:34 p.m. Scientists declared light travels 186,400 miles per second. We are all baffled, hardly could imagine the speed of light. We talk of light years to measure it, otherwise we will be writing a great distance, which is mind-boggling. As we wonder at fantastic distance of the stars, we conclude it will take several lifetimes before we can land and see one of the living planets of our space neighbors at current space flight technology, which is at infancy, despite knowing their location. Quantum theory, string theory, wormholes, light speed, and folding space concepts known and proposed by scientists and physicists. Our geniuses can make shortcuts, make Star Trek movie, beam me up Scotty, a living reality in our routine travel or time travel, which is vibrational frequency in reality, unknown by our scientists. Potentially, some know based on quantum and string theories but without proof nor an operational model to work on. Waves of light do not travel. They reproduce each other from wave field to wave field of space. The planes of zero curvature which bound all wave fields, act as mirrors to reflect light from one field into another. This sets up an appearance of light as traveling, which is pure illusion. The ability of wave fields to reproduce the light and heat is conditioned upon the amount of moisture in the atmosphere without which we burn, creation of perfection. Our fastest spaceships of inspiring speed attained by businessman Elon Musk, NASA, SpaceX, and Richard Branson's Virgin Galactic orbits have reusable rockets to reach space hotels and orbit Earth for wealthy patrons and tourists, saves costs. Get ready to spend $1 million to $2 million for a trip, as deposit is $450,000. NASA has announced the discovery of moons with water and snow at various moons of Jupiter, Uranus, and Saturn, and moons like Io, Europa, Callisto and Ganymede, which are proven to have water through NASA roving satellites Juno, in January 12, 2022, Explorer and Voyager 2 earlier. The truth is the solar system is filled with water, with living planets at Pleiades, Sirius or Andromeda Galaxy, almost 1,000 reported found at the Milky Way galaxy, reported by the biggest land and Earth-based or space telescopes of USA, China, Europe, and Japan. Inspired, we can be beamed up or vibration frequency transfer in an instant with the light travel technology we aspire for. They are old issues, and records from our Mesopotamia ancestors eons ago. The genius of man is fully aided by humans' inner instincts, inner voices and loving guides who informed us that what we have to do is simply adjust the frequency vibration of the electric universal substance, and then wham and bam, there we are, no distance travel but only vibration change. My grandchildren, aspiring research scientists, Elon Musk and Richard Branson, can start their scientific research on these two concepts, and jumpstart real freedom of flight, simple frequency transfers, and prove old Earth scientists are wrong in their pronouncements. What is frequency vibration and how do we do it? 2023 definition: frequency, a vibrating object moves back and forth from its normal stationary position. A complete cycle of vibration occurs when the object moves from one extreme position to the other extreme, and back again. The number of cycles that a vibrating object completes in 1 second is called frequency. Unluckily, this definition is short, as time and space are both illusionary. For most of us lacking technical know-how, it works like our television, where channels have different frequencies, or our wireless telephones via transmitters and receivers, and we all wonder. I happen to co-organize, operate, and run South Korea's electronics company in PH with $3 billion investments in plants, and 2 industrial parks, and has little inkling of what we are talking about. They contribute $6 billion in electronics exports for the Philippines annually, a huge chunk for PH economy. Programming, printed circuit boards, electronics industry are my forte. Sorry, I retired from all these commercials. Think about it, we know it, but do not accept it due to adversary shadow concepts. Hollywood movies present it as time travel or beam light tech, but in reality it is vibrational frequency. Science researchers has to unlock the hidden secret of vibrational frequencies of time and space, the two-way electric universe that we now understand as two-way electric opposing force subject to rhythmic balanced interchange, early in developmental research of scientists concentrating on quantum physics. We can be at Pleiades or Sirius with a simple switch time lock of vibrational frequency, change channels and meet our human brothers, the origin of man, our benevolent source energy, and we always talk of Pleiades to be our ancestors, beautiful and handsome than any of humans as told by human encounters. Our solar system is driven to Pleiades cluster to preserve our lives as our sun is nearing full maturity. Ask scientists our position 2,000 years ago. Maturity means our sun is turning supernova, to a luminous explosion of a star. A supernova occurs during the last evolutionary stages of a star or maturity. It is very intriguing to see giant ocean waves like us living in Philippines, 7,641 floating islands bounded by oceans and seas, haunted, visited by an average of 21 storms, cyclones or typhoons, violent earthquakes, and volcanic eruptions being part of the Pacific Ring of Fire. They create destructive force annually, causing intolerable $1 million destruction of infrastructure, agriculture, industrial improvements and death of humans who are lost yearly, a consequence of location in the Pacific Rim. What if you live near oceans like myself earlier at Quezon Province and the towns of Real, and Infanta, PH. Potential port locations due to conducive location. The Pacific Ocean brings huge waves the whole year round where ocean waves seem to traverse the ocean. Another of nature illusions we don't try to know, or are beyond our recorded brains. They appear to do so, for waves are actually pistons in the universal engines of two-way electric creation. Pistons operate only up and down like all human machines. Ocean waves are the same, illusion, they go up and down. Thus we are beginning to understand that wave pistons of light or ocean operate radially and spirally inward and outward, toward and away from gravity. I cite Georges C. Haddon. In 1991, part of his radio messages repeated at websites 32 years ago, still on 2023 today, waves of light do not travel. They reproduce each other from wave field to wave field of space. The planes of zero curvature which bound all wave fields act as mirrors to reflect light from one field into another. This sets up an appearance of light as traveling, which is pure illusion. The moment we learn to understand reflections, light curvatures acting as mirrors, reflecting wave fields of light through vibrational frequency, we start knowing. Change maneuver know the workings of light curvature. Where mirrors are curvatures we can travel anywhere in a split of a second, meet our ancestors everywhere, anywhere. It is vibrational frequency as light seems to travel. Learn universal self-projection mirror of action, light curvature, and the mirror planes of reaction and you will understand the real science of the what and the why light seem to travel and why ocean waves are up and down pistons. All action is omnipresent as every action anywhere is repeated everywhere throughout the universe. Waves of light do not travel but they reproduce each other from wave field to wave field of space, radiation to compression, from cool to heat, from large wave fields to small wave fields that leads to heat, compression. Planes of zero curvature which bound wave fields act as mirrors to reflect light from one field to another. Talk to your inner self, your light soul, and ask that you be guided to the truth, to the word of the universal soul. Be aware, awaken, seek for the truth, we will be free. Love and light. Angel V. Ornedo Jr., about the author, Angel, 78, teaches love, light and unity consciousness, oneness with God. With capitalists builds corporations to generate livelihood employment, lectures, and shares knowledge with the world about God's word all forthcoming now. Linkita Ornedo Jr. @gmail.com, read book Knowing the Infinite Creator.